Good evening. Marijuana remains illegal in Tennessee, but the times they are changing. Did you know these days not all cases are prosecuted?
That's right. Tonight we hear from one woman arrested and charged, but who had her pot case thrown out. She tells News Channel 5's Nick Barris what happened is just the tip of the iceberg of what's to come.
I first reported on a TBI memo last month that testing on marijuana cases will now only be done on felony amounts unless otherwise requested. And defense attorneys are taking notice, so too are their clients when they're arrested. It all began when she was pulled over while driving. Why?
It was supposedly a rolling stop.
But then Melody Cashin says the Lewisburg officer told her he smelled something odd and threatened to search the vehicle. So she handed over a small baggie of cannabis.
Enough for 2-3 joints maybe.
And just like that, she was charged with drug possession. Prosecutors told Cashin she faced a potential 11-month, 28-day sentence and should agree to a plea deal.
They basically told me I had no defense.
Cashin says she's no dealer or even a recreational user. She turned to cannabis for help with a painful nerve condition. Cashin could no longer tolerate the opioids prescribed by her doctor.
I can't go on like this. I can't. I'm living in a fog, so it's like I'm not really there anyway. You know, I'm sleeping all the time, but I'm still hurting.
The cannabis worked, weaning her off opioids, relieving her pain, but also landing her into legal trouble. Cashin, though, decided not to enter a plea, daring the state to prosecute her.
Everybody thought I was crazy.
Cashin's attorney took note of Operation Candy Crush in Rutherford County, where charges were dropped after prosecutors could not prove the level of the psychoactive THC in cannabis gummies. It must be higher than 0.3%. The TBI does not test misdemeanor cases, less than half an ounce of cannabis. Cashin had less than a gram.
It's their burden to prove that I have an illegal substance.
The prosecution couldn't, and the charges were dismissed. Cashin's case is one of the first, and now it sets the stage for thousands of other Tennesseans caught with small amounts of cannabis to successfully challenge the prosecution. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Nick, thank you. The TBI maintains its opposition to legalizing marijuana for any purpose and will continue to seek prosecutions. But telling the difference between hemp, which is legal in Tennessee, and illegal marijuana, that is difficult. State lawmakers are taking notice, and they are expected to address this issue in the next legislative session.